All right, time to do paddles. There's two little notches, two little slots underneath the steering wheel. On the M Sport steering wheel, which this one is, it's a lot easier because there's literally like guide holes. On the base models, there's no guide holes, so you have to puncture and then like find the spring, and it's a bitch. This is a hell of a lot easier. I like to push in, compress spring, pull out. That side is out. Same thing on this side. Find the hole, there it is. Press in. There you go. And look at that, super easy. All right, airbag out. Just like that. Set that somewhere safe. So these are T20s back here. There's one in this corner right here, and then one in this corner right here. And these are the T20 screws that hold in the paddle. So you don't need to take off the steering wheel to do paddles. I have done that in the past just because it's a little bit like easier to work on than trying to like finesse this in the car, but you really don't have to. Just go boop, T20 right here. So there's your first T20. We'll just pop the other one out while we got the tool in our hand here. These actually didn't even feel loose. This has definitely been taken apart before, I can tell. Second one out. So T20s for those. And then the actual plug for the paddle shifter right here on the left side is right here. It's got like a black clip that covers it. We just undo the black clip. There we go. Just this whole piece that will hold it down into place. There's like a little slot down there that it slides into. So this side we can pull out. Go. So here's the left one. Nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, quiet, boring. Plastic. These are magnetic and just overall sexier. So you can go with the smaller one. This is like almost like the G80 ones, but it's the exact same size as the factory one. It's just complete carbon. And then obviously you get your clicky clack. It's gonna go like this. So you'll see on the new Ridgeline Motorsport, the actual like paddle boxes, you have a plus and a minus. Plus on this side, upshift, minus on this side, downshift. So this is the one that we're gonna be using for this side. Same with the paddles. Plus means it would go on this side, and minus means that it would go on this side. So we would just take it and it would go like this, and behind there, run the wire, plug it in, factory, no coding, none of that goofiness. And then it looks like they give us some new hardware. This is the paddle hardware. Very, very, very small, and these are already threaded. All right, so new hardware for the paddles is going to be 2mm Allen bolts. These things are microscopic, so try not to lose them. So you've got a little bit of room in this too, so you can like move it out or move it in depending on how you like it. See what I mean? You have a little bit of play there. You can do whatever you want with that. Kind of nice that they make a little relief in that, so you can just position it perfectly. Nice and snug. Cool, man. All right, so let's get the first one in. Easy as just popping it right back through this little tunnel right here. Throwing this guy on the back. I should just seat right in. Yep, perfectly. Like that. We do have new hardware. Ooh, it's gonna stay for me. Just for the video. That's how you know that it was machined at the proper size. Sticks right in there without the hardware. So you are going to be using a 2.5mm Allen for the reinstall of the paddle, and we just do that. Yeah, nice, dude. Just snug. We ain't going crazy. Yes, sir. So let's go ahead and get this plugged in. Should plug right in, no issues. You know what I mean? You gotta tuck this guy back into its little home down here. Like that. And my friends, that side is done. Carbon is really nice. This carbon looks great. It sounds cool. I just love it. Like, you can go with the bigger one, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could rock this. But that's pretty big. It would be like that. Okay, so it's not too big. It's not atrocious, but I like that one better. What do you guys think? Big one, little one. We're gonna go with the little guy for now. You guys tell me if we should change it up. And if you want me to change it up, listen, I have no problem changing it up. I'll do that for you guys. So this side is gonna be a little bit more tricky because we have more wires in the way. We gotta remove the finishing trim, unfortunately. So the way that the finishing trim comes out, there's one T20 back here, and then there's a T20 right here, and a T20 right here. Just goes like that. And then the bottom side, you should be able to just sort of lodge out like this. It's oftentimes like adhesive and foam down here. Don't worry about that, you can leave it there. You can see that we can get access to all this stuff. Disconnect the ground like that. Pull this mechanism back. This should be plenty of room for me. It's not like the most difficult task in the world, but there we go. So that folds up just like that. And rather than pulling all that junk out, I'm just gonna go ahead and disconnect the paddle, fish it through. I'm just gonna leave everything where it is so I remember how to put it back. All right, positive side out. Plus side, so we know it's the right one. It's gonna be like this, like that. Let's get our hardware. This is easy to lose. Looks like he gives you some extras because I'm sure people do lose them. So shout out to Ridgeline for thinking ahead. I like that. I like that. I like it a lot. 2mm Allen, like I said before. All right, back to the 2.5 Allen. Let's go ahead and fish this guy through, back and down, same way we routed it before. Yeah, like it fits in there so good. All right, 2.5mm Allen. Nice and snug, dude. Make sure you guys always disconnect the battery before you do this. I think I included that in this video. All right, nice and snug. Not going too crazy with tightness on this, man. We don't need to freaking be torquing these things on. All right, so this should lay back into its little home. Put this guy back in, like that. This can go back in here. Ground can go back on. And just to show you guys, when you are removing the steering wheel, you can see these little springs right here. Give you an idea of what is happening when you're taking off a steering wheel. So you have these pins on the back of the airbag that lock into this, and you're just pushing that in and popping out the pin. That gives you like a good visual representation of how that's working. All right, sweet. We did a good job. Good shit. All right, so let's start with the finishing trim. From the bottom, top. Thing is nice and snug. All right, cool. Finishing trim is on. I love these, dude. These are sick. I had these in the M4 GTS and I just loved them. I thought they were just such a fun little mod, you know? All right, airbag back in. Simple as plugging it in. And remember those pins I was talking about? That's how they hook onto the little spring portion. Line it up perfectly. Hey, my friends. Ha! All right, let's drive this thing. You guys remember I was telling you that we got a Euro bumper from Souvenir that just showed up. Hey yo. So this is gonna go off the paint. And then we also have the carbon fiber bumper splitters. So we got a bunch of stuff that we have to send off the paint, and then we will start adding more of this kind of stuff on the front. But these basically just go like there, you know? And then that'll finish off the front lip with the painted part that goes right here. So I didn't put all of the rest of the Raptor stuff on because we have a whole new bumper going onto the car. Handle. If you had an S55 with 117,000 miles that you bought for $23,000, what would be the first thing that you would replace on that M4?
On this one, probably the valve cover because it's smoking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Smokes a lot.
What's what are some other common S55 maintenance items that people need to pay attention to when buying these cars with a ton of miles?
Crank hub, probably rod bearings. New rod bearings
I
at the
covered
same
those
time.
too. What else?
Charge cooler. Sometimes they leak if it's got the factory charge cooler. Yeah. This one's got, I don't know what it has.
Yeah, this one has an
RSM.
aftermarket one already, but we're probably gonna upgrade it anyways because it's like an off-brand one.
If interior's messed up, some of the interior stuff.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
What about like rear diff seals or like main seal or like anything like that? Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff. Diff bushing.
What
rear
about
diff bushing.
transmission service?
Yeah, definitely trans service.
Yeah.
Fluid.
Okay.
Filters.
What about axles, hubs, wheel bearings?
Oh yeah, this one does have this one. This is probably the first thing you want to replace. Yeah, this one has a bad wheel bearing.
Dude, the wheel bearing is
I forgot about that.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, that's probably the first thing you want to replace on this one.
I agree.
Yeah, the wheel bearing and tires. It needs tires.
And yes, it does need tires. And we were just talking about all the things that we need to do to this car, and it's like the list is so extensive.
Yeah.
There's so much shit we gotta do. It's gonna be a fun project. All right. Let's go for a cruise. First time driving this thing with the new paddles. Should be totally insane, bro. I'm just kidding, guys. I already love it. Already love it. And if you get sick of them, you can just go ahead and put the car into D1 and let the car do its thing for you, right? Paddles louder than my exhaust system. I really don't even like driving this car like hard at all because I'm just like so fearful that something's gonna go wrong. It just needs so much work, man. I mean, it does pull pretty decent. It's not great by any means, but it does pull decently well. Dude, these paddles are cool, man. They have like a really good feel to them. The wheel bearing. Oh, how embarrassing. I like them. They just give it like a little bit more excitement when you're driving. They have a much different feel to them than the factory ones. Factory ones are just very like very plasticky and very like soft feeling. These have like a very firm pause. These have like a very firm click to them. Like an intentional, I'm shifting gears. Like more F1 style, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, these are sick. So if you guys are interested in buying a set of these, I will have them linked down below. Ridgeline Motorsports make a ton of sick stuff for these cars. Thicwhips gets you 5% off. So, you know, shop responsibly. So yeah, you guys, that will pretty much wrap up this video. Just wanted to touch on a lot of the things that need to be addressed on these cars when you buy them with this mileage. It's going to be a lot of money that we're going to have to spend on it. I mean, the good thing is, you know, we have a shop and we do this for a living, so it's not like we have to pay for labor or anything like that. And obviously we get the parts at wholesale and some of them even free, which is awesome because we have amazing sponsors and partners for this channel. But, you know, for the average Joe, it definitely would not be worth it. Like, you would be spending way too much money, and you're just much better off like finding a well-maintained, low-mileage version of these cars, because they do exist. You're just gonna have to spend a lot more money, not like low 20s in an M4. So I don't know, I think like probably 30s, 40s is a good place to spend on an F8X car if you want it to be in like decent condition. And you just got to get a PPI, man. Like, there's just so many people that lie through their teeth about like maintenance and things that they've done to the car to fix things, and we see it all the time, dude. And yeah, do that, get a good PPI. Make sure that you get a quality vehicle, man. You can enjoy it and have a lot of fun with it. Knock out the usual suspects when it comes to maintenance, and you'll be good, man. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video on the M4. Plenty more content coming up. It's gonna get fun, man. See you in the next one. Peace.
Brother,
Fucking Cybertruck, dude. Things look crazy.